Hi, what's up? A lot of you may have seen that a bunch of YouTubers have been doing these fast food tier lists. I know it's not Pokemon, but I want to weigh in on it. I'm kind of a fucking fatty, so I'd like to think that maybe my opinions on food matter a little bit more. That's a joke, by the way. There is more food places behind me, and so we'll tackle all of those in this video. Just know also that I have only included places that I have eaten. So if you don't see something you know, I either have never eaten there, or I've never heard of it, or I completely forgot about it. And if I completely forgot about it, that means their food's pretty forgettable. So sorry. Which is a weird place to start for me because I like Which, but I don't know exactly how it stacks up to other sandwich places. If you've never been to a Which before, you basically like pick up a little sandwich sized paper bag and it's got everything that you could want on like your sandwich on the bag, and then you give them the bag to place your order, and then they make your sandwich, and it's really good. And the first time I went, I got some stupid crazy sandwich. It was like teriyaki chicken and like caramelized onions and mushrooms and like I put a bunch of stuff that just sounded awesome. It was a big clusterfuck of a sandwich, but it was really, really good. B tier for now. Domino's. I love Domino's. I think that Domino's is fantastic. And their crust is always like perfect. It's always like crispy on the outside and really fluffy on the inside. So I would say Domino's is at the very least an A tier. Chipotle. Every time you go to Chipotle, no matter what you get, it always tastes the same. And also, TMI, it gives everybody violent diarrhea. Don't lie. Chipotle gives you violent diarrhea. I'd have to probably put it in C tier, honestly. KFC. I think KFC is garbage, dude. Every time I've gone to KFC, the breading isn't crispy. It feels really soggy. Honestly, I have not been to a KFC yet where the service was good. I don't know if KFC just goes out of their way to hire really fucking rude people. All the times that I've gone into a KFC, the people working at the front counter were just absolutely rude. They would like look at me like I'm stupid when I don't know what I want. I'm sorry, I don't eat at KFC much because your food sucks, but I'm here. So like, give me a minute to think about which shitty food item that I want. KFC, easy F tier. All right, I'm just kind of dragging things. Little Caesars. I used to be super against Little Caesars. I thought that their food was pretty garbage, but I tried it again recently and it was not bad, you know? It's a pretty C tier pizza. Some of the places over there up here, I guess on the layout, they're not technically fast food, but I've seen people include things like Outback Steakhouse, which is not fast food. So it really seems like this has transformed from fast food to mostly fast food and some well-known non-fast food chain restaurants. Now, I don't know if Boston Market is technically fast food. I don't think I saw a drive-through at the only one that I've been to, but the only time I've ever been to Boston Market, it was awful. It was gross. It was disgusting. All the food was very bland. It was not great, so no, F tier. Long John Silver's. I think Long John Silver's, for what it's trying to do, is pretty good. A fast food seafood restaurant, on like the idea of that sounds really sketchy and really gross, but their food is actually pretty good. Have you had their Hush Puppies? Their Hush Puppies are so good. For now, though, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave Long John Silver's down in C tier. A&W, if you've ever had their root beer, is so good. Their root beer, especially when it's like on the tap, dude, it's awesome. Their root beer is amazing. Their food, on the other hand, is it's just passable. There's nothing exciting about it. It's not bad. Considering that you can get A&W root beer at other places, I have to put A&W in D tier. Back to pizza, we've got Papa John's. I used to be so excited to try Papa John's. So when I moved to the big city, my roommate at the time just kind of preferred Papa John's. I was really excited. Don't get me wrong, the pizza is pretty good. They put a peppercini in like literally every box, and I don't like the peppercini. The price is not great though, and more TMI, and maybe this might just be me. Every time I got Papa John's, explosive diarrhea. C tier. It's time for a controversial one. In-N-Out burger. There's not much choice at In-N-Out. I can't even remember if there's like an option for bacon on your burgers. I want some fucking bacon on my burgers, please. Their burgers just are not that great. Honestly, it's not inedible food, but it's not great. D tier for In-N-Out, and that's gonna make a lot of people mad. Let's go ahead and do another one that'll make a lot of people mad. Chick-fil-A. I've had a range of Chick-fil-A experiences, and all of them have been pretty subpar. A lot of people say it's really quality chicken. I say it's very bland chicken. Their waffle fries are good, and Chick-fil-A sauce is pretty dope too. A B tier at least. Taco Bell. There isn't a lot in this world that I wouldn't do for a Crunchwrap Supreme. Oh, and their nacho fries. Oh, nacho fries are so good. I'll put Taco Bell in S tier. Speaking of Americanized Mexican restaurants, Del Taco. I used to hate Del Taco. It doesn't hold a candle to Taco Bell for me, but I wouldn't not go to Del Taco. If somebody was like, hey, do you want to go get some food at Del Taco? I'd be like, oh, okay. So D tier Del Taco. And I don't think there's a lot of people out there that would really dispute that. I'm really trying to get as many of the logos that are behind the webcam right now. Jimmy John's was awesome. Somebody had like opened a bag of chips, like someone's kid had opened up a bag of chips, and they gave those to me. They were like, we kind of can't like sell it, so you just want it? And I was like, yeah, I do. So I got extra chips with my sandwich when I went there, and that was awesome. The sandwich is really, really good. High quality ingredients they use over at Jimmy John's. I would put it in A tier, and that's a high A tier, like A plus tier if there was an A plus tier. Behind me is also Panda Express. Everything at Panda Express is just okay, but you could honestly get better food if you just went to like a Chinese buffet. I'll put it in C tier because they do have some like teriyaki chicken stuff. I think that's what it was, and that was pretty good. Wendy's is also behind me, and I love Wendy's, dude. Literally everything at Wendy's is really, really good. Wendy's has to be at least an S tier for me. Applebee's is behind me. A lot of people shit on Applebee's. Applebee's is kind of like poor man's Chili's, but that doesn't mean that their food isn't good. I mean, I haven't had a bad experience every time I've been to Applebee's. I'll go ahead and put it in B tier, actually. It's pretty good. There were no apples or bees. So, you know, definitely can't put it in A tier because of that. I was promised apples and bees, and I got neither of those. I was taken to IHOP as the very first restaurant I ever ate at whenever I first moved to California, way back in the day when I moved there with my family. I lived in Carlsbad, home of Tony Hawk and Shaun White. That's cool. But I went to IHOP up in Oceanside as the first place I ever ate in California. As a 9-year-old, I thought that those were some of the best pancakes ever, because the only pancakes I'd had up to that point were my grandmother's pancakes and McDonald's pancakes. Now in my my older age and my expanded experiences with pancakes, IHOP is really not that special. IHOP, I'd probably put it in D tier. Carl's Jr., also known as Hardee's in some other parts of the country. Carl's Jr., I would, at the very least, put in B tier. Well, there's nothing really much to say. Their food's just good. It's not fantastic, but it's good. Let's piss some people off and talk about Krispy Kreme. I don't see it, man. They're just fucking donuts. Like, I will say that I prefer the Krispy Kreme style donut over things like Voodoo Donuts. They're a small franchise, I think mostly on the West Coast. Although I'm pretty sure there was one in Denver too. The flair behind their donuts is that they do crazy shit. Like, there's like the Oh Captain, My Captain donut, and it's like got Captain Crunch on top, and there's like a bacon donut. But you take a bite of them and the donut's really dry and firm. It's really not good. I don't like that style of donut. I guess maybe I'm just not a donut guy, you know? But as donuts go, I would at least put Krispy Kreme in B tier. Waffle House. If you want breakfast at like 1 a.m. and I don't know, maybe you want to see like drunk people or homeless people or crackheads fight, Waffle House is the place to go, man. Waffle House is an experience more so than it is about the food. It's probably sacrilege, but I don't get a waffle. I get pancakes because you can do that. I want pancakes, man. I like pancakes more than waffles. Sorry. But Waffle House pancakes and the rest of their breakfast stuff is so good, and it's such a good experience that I would actually put Waffle House in SS tier. The Cheesecake Factory, if you've never eaten at the Cheesecake Factory, I'm really sorry to tell you, but everything that you've done up to this point in your life has been a complete waste, and you're a really, really sad human being, all right? The Cheesecake Factory is so goddamn good. Fuck what anyone says. There are so many people that are like, oh, their cheesecake is the only thing that's good there, and all the other food is just really plain. You clearly have not had their super awesome 4-cheese pasta that it is so cheesy and so good. They have like the Parmesan and the Asiago and the whatever the fuck else, and then they take a scoop of ricotta and right on the center, and then you have like this ricotta that melts into your pasta and leaves these like delicious creamy strings between your noodles, and oh dog, it's so good. And everything else they have there is so amazing. Cheesecake Factory is by far SS tier. Jack in the Box, they made such a big deal about how they have tacos now, and those tacos are so boring and flavorless. I would put Jack in the Box probably D tier. Subway is really bad. Let's just go ahead and put it in F tier. There's no talking about it. Who likes Subway? No one likes Subway. If you like Subway, you're lying to yourself, or you work there. If you have ever heard Aaron Hansen's rant about Subway on, I don't remember what episode of Game Grumps, that is literally my experience every time. Cinnabon, I guess it's kind of fast food. Their main attraction, the Cinnabon cinnamon roll. I don't think it's that good, man. Maybe I'm just not a sweets guy, and I'm not much of a sweets guy. I mean, they're just cinnamon rolls, dude. They're not anything special. D tier, man. D tier Cinnabon. Popeyes. I had Popeyes for the first time when I moved to the big city. Popeyes is really, really good, especially their spicy chicken. Oh, the spicy chicken is so good. Easy S tier. It's a high S tier for me, but it's S tier. Chili's baby back ribs. And actually, I don't think I've had the Chili's baby back ribs ever, but they make good burgers. And if you've ever had their Southwest egg rolls, oh my God, dude. And I've never had a bad experience with a waiter at Chili's. They're always so nice. Chili's is S tier for me. Sonic is very popular where I'm from. Every town, even the most minuscule town here, has a Sonic, and their food is really, really good. Their burgers are always really juicy. I've never had a dry burger from Sonic, and their tots are awesome, and the chili cheese conies are awesome, and the wings are pretty good. And I don't like slushes, but I can see why people like the slushes, so at least A tier for Sonic. Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen isn't on the same level as something like Cold Stone, which I should have included here too, because that's like one of the only places where I'll get ice cream and love it. Have you had the cake batter ice cream at Cold Stone? It is diabetes in a bowl, and it's so good. Get cake batter ice cream and put cookie dough and gummy bears in it, and tell me that that's not the best ice cream experience you've ever had in your entire life. Dairy Queen's ice cream does not stack up against it, and their burgers a little subpar. Dairy Queen does have amazing chicken fingers though. I love Dairy Queen chicky fingies, okay? And they give you a little thing of gravy to dip it in. Being one of the better places to get fast food ice cream, if ever I am in the mood for it, which is rare, and having really good chicky fingies and passable food, Dairy Queen is at least a B tier for me. And really quickly, I'm going to have to just kind of stretch it out a little bit. McDonald's, that's our next victim. A lot of people shit on McDonald's because McDonald's is everywhere and it's cheap, you know? But their food is actually not awful. My girlfriend hates McDonald's. She swears that it's like the most disgusting fast food place ever. To which I'd say, have you ever been to a fucking In-N-Out, babe? I'll go out of my way sometimes to go get it. Like their double quarter pounders are awesome. And when their fries are fresh, they are really, 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 really good. I would put McDonald's at least in B tier. It's kind of like McDonald's burgers kind of like make up for Dairy Queen's burger shortcoming. And then Dairy Queen makes up for McDonald's ice cream shortcoming. Speaking of my girlfriend, she loves Whataburger because Whataburger is a very Texas fast food chain. And I have had the pleasure of having Whataburger, and my God, that is one of the best fast food burgers I've ever had in my entire life. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in S tier. but it is a really high S tier. It is really, really good. Denny's. I think Denny's is good. I've never had a bad experience at Denny's. In fact, one of my fondest memories with some of my online content creator friends, TwitchCon 2017. Yeah, we were there and we all went to this video game bar. We got plastered and then we walked to Denny's. And it was really fun. I love Denny's. A lot of good memories and pretty decent food. I would easily put Denny's in B tier. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's just okay. Like, what's the saying? Pizza is like sex. Even when it's bad, it's really good. If I had to choose between Pizza Hut or obviously something like Domino's, I would choose Domino's every time. Burger King. Burger King is not great. It's all just boring and bland and sometimes just gross, actually. And also, I've never ever been to a Burger King location that didn't look like it needed a deep clean. I don't have a child. But if I dropped my child on the floor at Burger King, I would throw the child away. Burger King is a D tier for me. Wetzel's Pretzels. I've only eaten here once, and I'm not a big pretzel guy. I'll put it in like C tier. I guess compared to every other pretzel I've had at other places, Wetzel's Pretzels was pretty good. Not huge on pretzels. I don't even know why I included this. Five Guys. That's instant SS tier. If you've ever had Five Guys, you know they're very, very expensive, but their burgers are also really, really, really high quality, good, tasty burgers. Also, you can get bacon on your burgers. In-N-Out. Not to mention, they dump all the fries in your bag, and even if you ask for a little bit of fries, they give you a lot of fries. They're like, oh, you want just a little bit of fries? You want like a small fry? What if like we just filled the bag like to the edge with fries and your burgers are somewhere at the bottom? That's basically Five Guys, and it's really, really good. And finally, we have Arby's. I would put Arby's like C tier. None of it's fantastic by any means. Their fries are pretty good, but they do leave a lot of crumblies everywhere. It's a messy fry experience, and I'm not big on that. Now let's go ahead and move some things around. Chick-fil-A, I feel like deserves to be bumped up a little bit. Their waffle fries are really good, and their chicken sandwiches aren't terrible. They're just not special. You know what? Applebee's can go up too. All the food I've had from there is really, really good. I'm also going to go ahead and take Papa John's and move it up to B tier. I don't feel like Papa John's deserves to be in the same tier as Pizza Hut, but Pizza Hut is also not bad. I'm also going to take Krispy Kreme and bring it down. And then actually, I'm going to move Long John Silver's up. Their Hush Puppies are just too good. Looking over everything, I would say that's pretty much my opinions on everything. So here you go, the definitive fast food / really popular restaurant chain tier list, excluding some things that I haven't eaten. This is all making me very, very hungry. Leave a like if you're hungry, or just leave a like if you enjoyed. And also, you should go follow me on Twitter and also on Twitch, where I play things, and sometimes I get very ranty and talk about my opinions. I do want to cover more non-Pokemon tier-based type stuff, so look forward to some of those in the future, and I will see you guys later on with another video that's probably about Pokemon or something. I don't know, man.